knows I'm watching. So we said, people, are you ready? Oh, love, coming quick. Says in this flash. Hey! Says in this flash. Hey! What is never satisfied, no matter how hard. Hey! Jamaican. See, big up everyone from St. Lucia, from Belize, from Africa, from Jamaica, from Haiti, from Trinidad. We are one. If you believe we are one, put up one finger like this. And touch your heart. And say, listen now. Looking out across the night time. In the city winds, a sleepless eye. With the air on voice, ooh yeah, shake my window, boy. Sweet seducing signs, what will get me out? Right here in the night time. It's niceness to not see this flash today. Oh yeah. And if you feel alright, make some noise. And then after you make the noise, I want to sing with me. So come on now. And if they say why, what you say?
Turn up that is Taurus Friday.
Why? Why do you? Sure. And if they say, what you say? Why do you do me that way? And now I'm reaching out there to a string mark. Electric eyes are everywhere. And I see that girl, boy, and she knows I'm watching. So we said, people, are you ready? Oh, love, coming quick. Time to shine the Rasta. Come on upside.
Rastafari, bless the love, lion for each and everyone. We are here at City Splash in the Rastafari Reasoning Corner with Roots High Tech. So how's the eye today? How's the eye today?
Rastafari greetings, yeah, we give thanks for the moment, the time, yeah, the day.
Taurus riding like the city splash, I sing some reggae tune. Come on upside. I big up from London and big up everyone inside. Boy, you ready? And if you feel the vibe, the city vibe, everybody push up your voice. I got your people. So we say, Marcy, Shashamane, Empress, they are for Marcy. Shashamane, hit up for more. Hit up for more. Hey, hey, so we say, Marcy, Shashamane, Rasta for Marcy, Shashamane. Hey, hit up for more. Guys, hit up for more.
blessing love, lion paw, each and every one. We are here at City Splash in the Rastafari Reasoning Corner with Roots High Tech. So how is the eye today? How is the eye today?
Rastafari greetings, Sister Scala. Yeah, we give thanks for the moment, the time, the day. Rastafari Reasoning Corner.
Yeah.
As the I know those, and I have been vibes, the chanting, all in a precedent. The I know say yesterday was African Liberation Day.
Exactly, yeah.
So that vibe still bubbling on the scene.
Yeah.
Guys, it's all about Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore, Africans thinking about liberation, done with this mental slavery thing. So it's good to be here, you know.
Which is right. Welcome to Africa, what's that? So
welcome to Africa. Yeah, new tune by Askala Selassie. Oh God.
Blessings. Yeah, so you said that you had a Nyabingi earlier. So you're one of the drummers. Tell us a little bit about
yes,
who you are.
I and I are part of the Nyabingi National Council UK and working together with House of Dread, putting this on, you know.
Yeah.
So we give thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how long was the Nyabingi? Was it like, how long were you playing drums
Yeah, it
and
was
chanting?
drumming and chanting for over an hour.
Oh, judge.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So how important is it to keep the Rastafari liberty going in spaces like this to you?
Whoa, it's extra important. As I know, if you look at the lineup, different style of artists, different style of reggae, but true, the music needs to be expressed. Everything can coexist in its own space.
Right.
Yeah, but I and I, as cultural African, have a responsibility to make sure areas like this exist.
Right.
And the kind of vibration that I and I, you know, the Rastafari liberty is expressed.
Yeah.
Alongside, you know, the boom boom dance.
Everything.
Yeah.
So reggae culture is just living on in different spaces and different places, but at the same time, we can all coexist.
Yeah, man, we can coexist.
Yeah, so just tell us about how you're feeling about being at City Splash as a whole. Like, you know, how do you feel to be here today?
Sis, it's a joy. The gift of life. Being here, it's a great thing. Whenever I come here, it's the third year I've been here at the same spot.
Yeah.
I think aside the eye here every time as well.
Of course.
Yeah, it's just what it is. You see, City Splash has an image. It's an upmarket festival. Or how do I call it? Cutting edge reggae, R&B.
How's everyone doing? I know there's not a lot of us, but and I know there's a lot of sound outside, but let me do that again. How's everybody doing? All right. There we go. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm gonna read some poems today. It's beautiful to follow my friend, family, Belinda, and to hold a space with you all. And words sound power. As Alima says, there's a lot of power in our words. So let me start with something that feels like it might warm the room up even more than it's already been warmed. A couple of years ago, I started something. Well, April is Poetry Month. And so a couple of years ago, more than a couple now, 3 years ago, let's say, during lockdown, I said, okay, April's Poetry Month, I'm gonna write a poem every day and I'm gonna share it. And I did the same thing again this year. And it's a really beautiful exercise in practicing as a poet, practicing as a wordsmith. But one of the poems I wrote in that initial April Poetry Month was this one, and I feel like it, 3-4 years ago, but speaks to a lot of the same themes that we're dealing with today. things that we're still thinking about, things that we still need to be aware of. It's called Bury. Bury the evidence. Spend days with a story, spin it. Tell the people they have a rare disease called we all saw the same genocide at the same time in different time zones everywhere in the world, but it isn't true. Bury the truth beneath theories of dystopian reptile kings from a planet in another dimension, so you don't have to look in the mirror and acknowledge your complicity. Bury the evidence. Bury the fool that pulled the wool over your eyes. Pretend that he is not you. Pretend that you are not him. Bury the evidence. The sea is a good place to start. It is getting deeper anyway, so why not use the extra space to keep dumping your shit in it? Bury the evidence behind conspiracy and smoke screens and stories that should win Hugo Awards for their complexity. Bury the evidence. If you had a lie to another lie and tell your subconscious to blind swap and choose one of them, even the agents from Inception will be unable to tell a top that spins forever from the imminent topple of reality. Bury the evidence. A Palestinian will be killed today. A Palestinian will be killed today. Simply because they are Palestinian, a world away from a child whose skin will mark them with a pair of burnt wings, or perhaps they are living next door to one another. Bury the evidence. Bullshit. We spit, stare, we mad, we scared, we frightened, watching clouds roll in. They dark. Bury the evidence. Blueberry, black and purple juice, the sky, the falling of the night, the sky, the flaming of horizon, smoke, the rising smoke.
Still in the reasoning corner, we're talking to the Empresses. So Empress, would you like to introduce yourself for the Lion Paw production family?
Yes, I'm Sheba from Jamaica, Africa via Jamaica, living in London. I am a community activist. I am a legal community activist.
Okay.
And my goal is to help my people to heal, uplift themselves, and to level the playing field for I and I, who have been under so much trauma and tribulation. So my work in that direction.
Okay, wonderful. Empress Sheba, can you tell us a bit of the reason that you're here today? Tell us a little bit about why you're here.
I've come today as part of a reasoning of sisterings, dealing with issues of heritage, of womanhood and of finding solutions. This is actually the third year I've been asked to do this, and each year it's been a joy and an upliftment to come and sit and reason with ones and ones and talk with ones like yourself who are out there doing the media work and letting the word spread amongst I and I. So give thanks.
So you have this moment to tell us, you know, what is the word that you want to give to us? Like you said that you're utilizing platforms like ours in order to spread a message. What is the message that you want to give?
My message is oneness. It's about coming together, putting our skills together and working for the common goal. I know that all of our people want to see the race uplifted, but everyone's in their corner doing their little bit here and there. So my word is oneness. Joining
So tell
together.
us, is it a Rastafari thing? Is it a black thing? Is it a, what is it exactly?
It's Rastafari is a part of it,
Okay.
but it's not a Rastafari thing exclusively. It's about an African thing.
Love that.
It's
yeah.
about oneness and recognizing who we were, embracing our African self, and not getting sidetracked by Babylon and the old propaganda that we've been fed since they come and stole us from our continent. So it's about coming together and working as one for Africa, which means for its people as well. The upliftment of the African race.
And it's so beautiful to see the Empresses out in full force and we're playing a part. So, you know, I'm really, really grateful, Empress, for you to be here to like lead the line and lead the way for younger Empresses like myself. So how do you feel about like talking to so many different people, so many, you know, generations are here, so many different colors, so many different types of people? Because at the end of the day, the reasoning is for everyone. So how do you feel about the fact that this space, Rastafari Reasoning Space, is here at a place like this?
I feel very positive. I feel good. I know that good people gravitate towards the right thing. So it's always a pleasure when ones and ones come to hear what Rastafari have to say and to get some inspiration, hopefully. But for me, it's a positive thing. And because I'm dealing with oneness, I'm glad to see all different types of people. As long as they have the right heart and the right goal, I'm saying, come on, let's work together.
Well, I want to give you a big lion for Empress and say thank you so much for all the work that you're doing. Keep on doing it, and thank you just for being a shining light for us all. Rastafari, Haile Selassie. Lion for greeting each and everybody. We are still here at City Splash and we're with another Naya Bingi drummer. Can you please introduce yourself, please, Ras?
My name is Ras Chubby.
So, where have you come from to be here today, if you don't mind?
Shashamane, Ethiopia. I mean, I was born in England, but I'm now living in Shashamane, Ethiopia.
That's beautiful. So, how long have you been living in Shashamane?
Well, I've been bouncing about from 2012, but for the last about 5 years, I'm living there now.
Okay, that's wonderful. So tell us a little bit about Shashamane. While we're on the subject, I want to
Well,
know a little bit.
Shashamane is a land that Haile Selassie he left for black peoples of the world. So we're there, you know, following up, you know, our elders, our pioneers, you know, making something of the land and making ones know, say, let's start do e-commerce, cutting out on middlemen or middle people, and let's get on with your works.
Rastafari.
Yeah, so, you know, because the whole world is going there for getting things. Yeah, the whole world is getting things. They come for gold, diamond, codex, you know, and we're here.
Yeah.
We need to cut them out.
Right.
Juan
Right.
Torre, Ibrahim Torre, yeah, clear
exactly.
the way.
Cut and clear.
Yeah, cut and clear.
So you have come all the way from Ethiopia and you're here today at City Splash. So how are you feeling to be here with Ras Chubby?
Well, good, because we're doing the works, you know. We have the Rasta corner here. Yeah, so we just open with some Naya Bingi drums, hailing the Moosai first.
Right.
Yeah, and then we'll be closing. Yeah, so we're here and the sistrings are reasoning, which is great.
Wonderful, yeah.
You know, so we're just here at the City Splash and make sure some righteous and consciousness along with our culture is going on.
Yeah, and I was just gonna, leading on from that statement that you just made, how important is it for the Rastafari corner to be here and for our culture, for Rastafari liberty to continue in spaces like this? How important is it to you?
Well, it's critical, you know. It's critical because a lot of us, we are surprised when we learn our history.
Right.
Yeah, and we see our culture, we're surprised, and we shouldn't be surprised. You know, it's like a rebirth. You know, we need to be born into our culture. So, you know, we're providing that space where the young ones can see. Like even when we're playing the Naya Bingi drums, the little youth, you know, it's in their DNA.
Yeah.
Them feel it.
The heartbeat.
Yeah, they want to come and get involved because them are some drummers from an ancient time still,
Right,
moving
Rastafari.
forward through
Yeah.
time and space,
Yeah.
like we all are. So we're just here making the world a better place so that when we come it nice.
Right.
Because if we don't fix it as we go along, when we come back it's hell.
Right, exactly.
Yeah?
So,
So-
yes, I. So we're here at City Splash at the Reasoning Corner with Ras Chubby all the way from Ethiopia. Shashamane will say. So, yeah, man, give thanks. love,
Lion power.
Lion power will say.
Rastafari. Selassie.
Can you hear me? Say what? Yeah. All right, you're paying attention. That's good. Question. Are you hungry? Are you tired? Do you have on the right size shoes? Well, this part of the show is when you move. Are you ready to move? Jamaica people, Caribbean people, get lively. Jump, and jump, and jump, and jump. You don't move. I don't feel rude. What do you want to Hola. everybody business. If you tell them some people business, then we move. I'm gonna tell you a quick story now. Very quickly. On my way into the venue, I see a pretty girl in a red dress. She said, "Hi, Taurus." I said, "Hi." She said, "Why you say hi like that? You don't remember me?" I said, "No, really." She said, "Wow, that's how you all are." I said, "Me?" She said, "You." I said, "Don't worry. Oh, it's nice to know you. Let's do it." Do you? So me say nice. One answer to splash. The story not done. The story not done. So I think I'm Rico Suave. Say nice to you. She says, "Alright, Tyrus, our time passed." She said, "Our time has passed." Me say, "You serious?" She said, "You think you could have gotten our feelings?" You get it? She said, "They didn't know how it could be there." Politics and religion, I don't see what's here. So protect your people, Jah. Don't let me get caught in a crossfire. Protect. Don't no one be left in the shadow. Protect. Babylon's heart is so on fire. Protect. They see the flash, protect. What don't go? It's high them up here. Scatter. Can you hear me? Say what? Yeah. Alright, you're paying attention. That's good. Question. Are you hungry? Are you tired? Do you have on the right size shoes? Well, this part of the show is when you move. Are you ready to move? Jamaica people, Caribbean people, get lively. Jump, and jump, and jump, and jump. You don't move. I don't feel rude. Now, what do you pretend? Hold on. I'm Caribbean people. You know what can make them move? You should call them people. Them no business with nobody business. But them know everybody business. If you tell them some people business, then we move. I'm gonna tell you a quick story now. Very quickly. On my way into the venue, I see a pretty girl in a red dress. She said, "Hi, Taurus." I said, "Hi." She said, "Why you say hi like that? You don't remember me?" I said, "No, really." She said, "Wow, that's how you all are." I said, "Me?" She said, "You." I said, "Don't worry. Oh, it's nice to know you. Let's do it." Do you? So me say nice. One answer to splash. The story not done. The story not done. So I think I'm Rico Suave. Say nice to nice you. She says, alright, Tyrus, our time passed. She said, our time has passed. Me say, you serious? She said, you think you could have gotten our feelings? You get it? She said, they didn't know how they could beat it. Politics and religion, I don't see what's here. So don't take your people down. Don't let me get caught in a crossfire. Protect. Come on, one with the love to the slack and go. Protect. Babylon's heart is so on fire. Protect. They see the flash, protect. But don't go. It's high in my feet, scatter.
Yes, love, Lion Pro Productions here. As Starla said, we are at City Splash with this beautiful Empress. Yes, can you tell us why are you here, Queen?
Okay, my name's Lizzie Brown and I'm here for the culture, number one thing. But in terms of work, I'm here doing photography, gathering content for Backyard magazine in Jamaica. And we've been representing the magazine here for the last 6 years, so since its inception in 2019, when City Splash was just under a little tent. Yeah, and just had a few ones-on-ones that were coming, and we've watched the event grow into something so big. It really is like the little acorn that's grown into the big oak tree. And you know, it's in such an amazing location right here in the heart of Brixton. You know, London that has such a strong Caribbean, African community, and we're just so grateful for this, no matter what, rain or shine.
Exactly, we're there. Yeah. So how important is it for you for spaces like this that we can keep the culture and just celebrate ourselves?
Yeah, it's absolutely critical that spaces like this facilitate events such as City Splash, Cross the Tracks, and you know, just on a broader level like Brockwell Live, because it serves the whole entire community, and by extension actually everyone in all of the UK, because this particular location, like logistically, is brilliant. So it's easy for anyone's coming from Brum, Leeds, anywhere that you're coming from, actually quite easy to get here. And the park is huge. There's enough space here for everyone to enjoy themselves, and yeah, it's critical. We need this just in the same way we need Notting Hill. And as long as all of us keep patronizing it, keep supporting the thing, then it will give it life and keep it growing and keep it going.
So is there anybody you're particularly excited to see today?
Well, today 100% I want to see Taurus Riley.
Right.
And on the dancehall side, 100% want to see Spice.
Okay, nice.
Doing her thing, and I know that Spice, being Spice, she's gonna come out and she's gonna come out with something big. She's gonna come out with something that London hasn't seen before. She's gonna come out, you heard it here first, she's gonna come out with something tonight that none of her fans have seen her do before. You heard it here. Trust me, you're gonna remember I told you this.
Empress Brown, it's beautiful to have a moment with you. Thank you for
and
your
you
time.
too. Yes,
Lion Pro Productions, we're there.